Hello everyone, this is Astocky here. Welcome to part 10 of my Technics pack Let's Play with version 6.06 now. And see this thing just here? This is the bane of my existence. It turns out the problem that was plaguing me in the last episode, where it forgot all of my recipes, is an issue that you get when you keep an existing save game and upgrade equivalent exchange, which is basically what just happened with the upgrade I did from Technic pack 6.04 to 6.06 to the development build. So what I had to do is, once again, I had to teach every single item. Oh no, it's forgotten them all again. Okay, it turns out I'm having a significant issue with this, and I'm not sure what is causing it, but whatever is causing it, every time I log out and come back in, it is forgetting all of the items that I've taught it. So you can see that I've got cheat mode open at the moment, because what I had previously just done was I had taught it every single thing that I taught it all over again by spawning the item in, teaching it, and then dumping the item in the trash. But it seems for some reason that it has forgotten it again. Now apparently it's to do with your save game file. There's a file in your save game folder, which if you go into saves and then open up your particular save, that name that you've given it, there's a data folder in there, and it has a file in there called tablet underscore and then whatever your username is. And apparently that file is the issue that is what's causing this to forget. So as you can see right now, I can only spawn cobble because that's the only item I've put in there. So I'm going to have to go back to all of my items here once again and teach them, or do what I did last time, which is just spawn them all in. So what I'm thinking I might do is I'm just gonna run with it for a little while. What I intend to do this episode is take my pumpkin seeds, and I intend to go upstairs and basically just neaten everything up and sort everything out a little bit. So in here I'm going to put a bluetricity battery box and a blue electric furnace, and I'm going to run some wire up the top, put 2 solar panels. I think will probably be all I'll get done this level, but I do intend to do some more. If I can find an ender pearl, I intend to build some Thaumcraft things in there. I don't think I'll get to that. Definitely not going to get to advanced machines. Just unfortunately I'm not going to have the time this episode to do any of that. Lots more melon and things. That's good because I'm going to need to teach it melon and teach it melon seeds all over again. And I think for the foreseeable future, until I work out what's going wrong, I'm going to have to, every single time I quit the game and load it back up, teach the table the items all over again. And that's going to suck. But to the point of what I came up here for, let's go boom. Let's plant this pumpkin seed. What I intend to do is have a row of pumpkins here, constantly producing pumpkins, because they are good for their EMC value. I've got my little food farm over here. I also intend to just here put something to get me started with Thaumcraft. So I'm going to put a condenser just there. So these are all things I intend to do this episode. Basically, before I get to that though, I'm going to try and stop the video and work out what is going on. Okay, this is a I need to get my sword out and then teach this little guy who's boss. Had I have known that these guys spawn anywhere, even where there's light, in a swamp biome, I would have avoided the swamp biome like the plague. I didn't know that at the time, so unfortunately I'm going to have to put up with them. But that's just giving you an idea of what I'm going to do. There is, again, lots of stuff that I plan to do. Let's once again teach it wheat, teach it seeds, teach it melon. It's just stupid that I have to keep doing this, but until I work out what's going wrong, I am going to keep doing that. Now that I've built my energy collector, the next thing that I will probably be looking to make out of equivalent exchange is, I think it's called a condenser. Antimatter relay, DM furnace. There you go, energy condenser. So I think this will be the next thing I make, which means I need 4 diamond, 4 obsidian. I don't actually have any diamonds. You can see here I've gone and macerated and smelted all of my ores, and I'm basically out of coal. Although, hopefully I'm at the point where, yeah, this thing is just constantly pumping through for me, and whenever it gets to Morbius fuel, I just turn it back into charcoal and start it again, so that hasn't been too much of an issue. I don't have any diamonds though, but for every 4 gold, I basically have a diamond using the transmutation tablet, so I think I'll get to that in a little while, but first, before I do that, I want to get this recipe again. So I need a diamond, iron, chest, and I've got plenty of valence dust, I think. Just check that out for sure though. Yeah, plenty of valence dust. So because I have pretty much plenty of everything, I will make one of those. Basically what that does is you stick a machine here, it takes your energy that this produces, so you can see it counting up there. It takes that energy and basically acts like a matter duplicator. Any item you put in, it can duplicate. So it can't do what it did previously. And what it did previously was it would basically just upgrade matter from one step to the next step. Now you actually need to have a target in there for it to know what it is. So you can't start growing diamond blocks until you know what a diamond block is. So what I am going to look at doing though is the energy collector Mark II generates energy at double the rate. Dark matter. Glowstone is not going to be an issue, but dark matter is. So until I get some, actually how do you make dark matter? I wonder if the recipe can tell me. You need a block of diamond and alternus fuel. Okay, that's going to take me a while to get to. So I think, yeah, what I can do is just put the condenser there. And then when I get an opportunity to, what does a basic antimatter relay take? Obsidian and a collector. What it does is any item that you dump in, just like this, it converts it straight to EMC, and then that EMC can be used by whatever's next to it. So using the combination of this and an antimatter relay, I'm going to power a condenser. So some Redpower items and an energy condenser are going to be the two things that I'm going to really start off with. Smooth stone, excellent. Need to keep plenty of that because I seem to be teaching it smooth stone every single episode, which is just a pain. The other thing I'm going to do, which I'm going to get started right now, because the longer you have this thing for, the better it is, you need to make a blank symbol with 4 gold ingots. And then you need all of your ingredients before you get started on a demo, otherwise it doesn't work very well. 1 Viz crystal. So for those of you who played Thaumcraft, you know what I'm doing. You put this together, and this is a Viz condenser. And what it will do is it will, just over a period of time, it's about 1 every 10 minutes or so, it will take Viz out of the air, or Thaum out of the air, and it will convert it into crystallized form. So I'm going to put it just here, and then about once every 5 minutes this will spit a little pink crystal out that I can collect and use to power my Thaumcraft devices and things later on. So, more melon. So you'll have to just bear with me. I'm going to probably pause this video for quite a while, although it won't seem like that to you guys, while I work out exactly what is going on with equivalent exchange and work out how to fix it, and then I will come back when I'm in a position to start making some really cool things out of this. So back soon. Hello everyone, this is Astocky here. Welcome back. As you can see, I have now fixed my issue. I haven't got anywhere near training it all the things I would like to train it, but at the very least I've managed to get it to work. So it turns out that there is not just one single file that needs to be deleted. There are 2 files. There's knowledge.dat and tablet underscore your username.dat. Now it is noted on the it's noted on the Minecraft forum page that there's a particular issue that you need to do some things to get it to work. That's not a very descriptive way of describing basically what you have to do, but there are some known problems with converting from old versions to converting to new versions. Actually, I was still in cheat mode from the last time I used it, so I'll close not enough items down. I'm just going to teach it the couple of things that I have on hand. Sugar, already taught it that. Resin. So I'm just going to teach it a few more things, and then I'm going to go up and do some work on the farms and a few other different things like that. And then I will get started so that I'm ready to move forward to the next, I guess you'd say, to the next part of what I'm going to be doing, which is the Redpower mod. So, did I teach it that? Yep. Couple more things left to learn. So that's a good start for now. So now that I've basically got it working, I've worked out which files I need to delete and which files I don't need to delete. Actually, I will, oops, put you in there, reduce that down. Again, a giant pain in the backside. At least you can just shift click backwards and forwards. But having to shift click 16 times to get all your coal turned back into charcoal is just a hassle and a burden, and a burden and a hassle. I'm not sure what it is that made this happen. I think it's something to do with the Minecraft 1.1 update, because I don't recall having this problem in the old version of the Technic pack. More maybe it's fuel. I'll leave that there for now. So yeah, sorry if my voice sounds a little bit odd. I'm actually kind of going through a bit of a cold at the moment, and it's kind of annoying and frustrating that I got a little bit sick while I was on my break. I'm going to need those pumpkin seeds. Don't think I'll go upstairs and I'll see how I'm going anyway, and I'll plant out these pumpkins and then see if my, yeah, hopefully I put that down. See if this has, no, it has not yet made a crystal. Must be getting close by now though. How many have I got? 4 pumpkin seeds. 1, 2, 3. And there's the 4th. And I've got some bones. So, convert them to bone meal. Now I can train my tablet on some bone meal. So, yeah, we're getting there. We're working towards getting where I would like to be in terms of having my tablet know its things, and at least I know what's wrong now, so that when you guys upload this world, you will be able to have it work at least mostly correctly. Now what I'm, oh no, darn it, darn it, I need to fix that. I haven't got anything to fix it with. That was previously my way of getting out to jump over where my pumpkin farm is now. That's not going to work for me obviously, because I just tried that and I broke it. So I'm going to have to sort out what to do with that. But what I am going to do is I'm going to get prepared to make what I need for the Redpower mod. And so what I need is lots of sand, lots of charcoal. I need a diamond saw. I'm going to need wafers, blue alloy ingots. Going to need lots of nickelite. And I'm going to need some iron. So that should be everything that I need. Oh no, I'm going to need copper and tin as well. Where's copper? Copper, tin. Bricks don't go there. I'll pull that rest of the stuff back a little bit later on. I need wood. Do I have an axe? No, I do not. I can't believe it. It almost never happens, but I am currently without sufficient wood to actually do anything. So I'm going to come over this way. Pick. There we are. I'm going to make a doorway. Ah, not the place you should be making a doorway. Let's try over here a bit. Much better. So you're just a plain old tree, so I will cut you down and I will use your wood. Perfect. To my Philosopher's Stone crafting table. Can take it all except for one piece, because I'm going to use that one piece to train things up. Make a door. Make a pressure plate. Because I saw something, I've been watching some of Direwolf's Technic Let's Plays lately. And I saw something that is really cool. What he does is, anytime he has a door to the outside world, he puts a pressure plate next to it. So now, if I do that, see, I can go straight out. And if I click and come in, the clicking it as I walk through actually makes sure it closes behind me. So I have a door, I have my wooden planks. I now should, oh, there we go. So you can see, one crystal. So now I need to come to my alloy furnace. And in your alloy furnace you put 8 pieces of charcoal and 8 pieces of sand, and it will cook the two of them together and it will give you something truly great. A silicon boil. What I'll also do is I'll throw all of this in there, because I'm going to need to cook all that up, and I'll throw an extra 2 pieces of charcoal, because I need to cook up all 16 of them. And now with that silicon boil, what you do is you put your diamond handsaw next to it, and it gives you wafers. Okay, I'm sensing that I have just had a slight brain glitch, because what I'm now doing is I'm now making 32 blue dope wafers. It looks like I'm repeating something that I did in the last episode. So, sign, Thaumcraft, and need some more signs. Thankfully I now have all this wood, so while I'm waiting for that to cook up, I'll just make just one more sign. Make it nice and clear. I will actually go around and I'll add signs to the rest of the world as well, just so that everyone knows exactly where things are. But I need one more of these wafers, and then I'm on the way to building what I need to build. Actually, while I'm waiting for that, what I also need to build is I need to build a battery box. And this is a Bluepower battery box, so it's made with a slightly different recipe. So I need nickelite, copper and tin. I'll steal that for now. So we need 4 of these batteries, which means effectively lots and lots of nickelite. Let's see if I've got enough. I'd really like to make 2 battery boxes if I have enough nickelite. One more. Okay, there we go. So now that I've made lots of batteries, let's see what I need to make a battery box. I need 3 iron, a blue alloy ingot. Okay, that's easy. So we'll 2, 2, 2, 2. There we go, 2 of those. And then I think it was a piece of wood at the top. So now I have my 2 battery boxes. So the first thing I will do is put one just there. And now what I'm going to do is dig out the area behind it, because what I'm intending to do, why can't I, oh, I can't jump. Ah, glitching. There's a piece of sand there. So what I intend to do is I intend to run some bluetricity cable up to that block there, which is at the surface. I still need to do a little bit because I know I'm right at the edge that if I break that there'll be water coming in, so not quite to that point yet. But what I will do is, now that I have plenty of these, I can start getting myself ready. That at very least I can place one of them up the top now. So we'll put that box in that spot. So break that. Ah, damn you. Stop hurting me, I'm trying to make a video. I'm not actually sure what these little guys are doing here either. They were in the water. Most odd. Okay, so where do I want you? I want you up the top up there. So, bam. And now what'll happen is, if I go up to the surface, it's starting to get night outside, so that's not going to really do me very much good. I'll put those back in a minute. But what I can do is I can put my first two panels, and they will now start charging that first box, and then the rest of it will sort itself out once it becomes morning. Sorry, no, the rest of it will sort itself out once I actually get to the point where I have sufficient resources to do what it is that I'm intending to do. So, one piece of pumpkin, I think. Yep, makes 4 seeds. Don't think I have any. Can't hurt. I'm going to sort myself out and sort my inventory out. I just thought I'd get all this done now while I'm recording. So there we have my pumpkin farm, and that's very useful because pumpkins have quite a high EMC value. So they'll be a really useful way of doing things later on. So back over to here, see how we're going. We have utterly run out of nickelite, so hopefully if I come down to the bottom I'll have some more in one of my chests. Not excuse me, sorry about that. Not really feeling like I have a lot more. 21 is not very much nickelite. So at least it's learned nickelite. I wonder if I can just take one of these and turn it into nickelite, see how much I'll get. That's not too bad. I got 16 nickelite out of one piece of Morbius fuel. So see just there how I had left that door open? That was not really what I intended to do, but it kind of ended up being what I did do because I was lax in my duties of closing it, and that's going to cause me some issues in the future. So once again I will now make a wooden pressure plate, put that just there, and then look at that, self-closing door. Can't go wrong. So again, I'm going to pause the video for a little while I sort out some things, get everything ready that I need to make the next phase of my plan, which is my blue electric furnace and the cabling that connects it all up. Back soon. Okay everyone, I'm back. In the time that you were gone, I finished cooking up these wafers. I had to go back a couple more times to get more nickelite using the Morbius fuel that I've had, which is unfortunate because now I don't have any Morbius fuel that's going to go to the next stage. I also taught my crafting table a few new things because I had to make up some clay. So you take 4 clay balls to make a block of clay, and I had to make 5 of those because they're needed for the next step, which is the blue electric furnace. So it's clay, iron, and blue alloy in the center. So here we go, we will make one of those. So 2 pieces of iron, 5 pieces of clay, and now this will be powered because all blue electric items are powered by touching each other. So this will now draw its power from this, which will draw its power from, that's right, absolutely nothing at the moment. Although this box up the top should hopefully be starting to charge. There you go. You can see it's starting to charge from the 2 panels. But I need to make some cable to connect it all up. So this is a temporary recipe at the moment because they're planning on using rubber once Redpower rubber is set up. But you need 3 alloy ingots in a vertical row and wool on either side, and that makes you your blue alloy wire. So we did, oops, wrong button. So we'll do that because you only need to connect it on the side, and then we will run this cable right to the top. That was not where I meant to click. Oh, seriously, come on. I think I'm going to have to knock out a chunk of my wall on my roof to try and get access to the area that I need to. I really need to sort this inventory out. This is going to annoy me very quickly. I think that's going to leak water too, I can just tell. The most important thing though is I get this connected up, I can fix it all up and neaten it all up. There we go. So now you can see that that is now charging off that, which is charging off the two solar panels, and this one here is now charging off them all together. So seeing as I now have everything that I need, I'm going to make 2 more solar panels, because you get pretty much it takes 5 panels to basically charge this furnace to cook constantly. So 4 won't be sufficient for it to charge constantly, but what 4 will do is when you're not using it, it will charge up the 2 battery boxes that you have, and then obviously with the 4 of it, it'll very slowly discharge while you are using it. So that combination of the very slow discharge and the constant charging when you're not using it means you'll end up in a position that's quite a good position in terms of, you know, your battery life and that sort of stuff. And what I intend to do in the next episode, which is go, I guess, exploring is what you'd say. I intend to see what's on this surface and see if I can find some villages and some other cool things. So while I'm looking for that, you know, I know it will be charging itself up to its maximum. And I also intend to use it to, whenever I harvest any wood, just throw the wood in here, turn the wood into charcoal. So there you go, you can see that it's charged up, and the battery has not actually even charged at all yet, which is that little bar on the side that will fill up with a light blue color once it's charged. So now I need to fill that in because that looks ugly. So this is the next thing that I was looking to do, which I will need to head downstairs for. You know, I don't particularly like the look of that cable there. So there's a fantastic thing that has been introduced as part of Redpower that I have not had an opportunity to use before, which is that if you put this above that, so you put the diamond handsaw above a block, it cuts the block in half. You then do that above that and it cuts it in half again. Then you do that again and it cuts it into 1/8 thicknesses of the original block, and then they can be placed in basically any orientation. The name though that they're given is a cover, and there's a good reason for that, because what I can do now is I can come to this block here and I can opt to put, once I work out the right orientation to make it happen, there we go. No, maybe we didn't go. There we go. And there we go again. So now you can't actually tell, well, you probably can because there's a slight difference in the texture on the outside of it, but basically at a glance you'll look up and you won't even see that I've got cable running behind there. So I'm also intending to, depending on how I end up going with my industrial craft mod, I'm also intending to, if I have to run cable up, which I think I will very soon, I'll be running cable up to the surface to power some solar panels. And I'm thinking that while I'm doing that, I'll put cable covers over the front, so once again you can't see it. So put these back in the chest, sort out the rest of my stuff, so I'm not just carrying gunk with me everywhere. Your Redpower. Clay balls, coal. No, you. Not sure what's just happened with that one. It seems to have glitched itself, but it's not opening and closing correctly. Yes, trees go in there as well, and lily pads. Seeds, wheat, sticky resin. No, your industrial craft. Excuse me for 1 second. Sorry about that, just needed to cough. Flax seeds. They're industrial craft or Redpower? I think that they go in there. Food. Pumpkins. Should I know where pumpkins go? Pumpkins go straight into this baby. So that was 432 that I just produced then. So once I start teaching it all my gemstones and things, and all my different ingots again, you know, so 3 of them was 432, which is near enough to halfway to a gem. So you're looking at 12, maybe 15 pumpkins for each diamond. And the fact that I've got 7 in my production line upstairs means that's going to happen pretty quickly. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pause the video for a while, and then I'm going to come back and basically finish up with one more item that I'm going to produce. And then once I have done that, I'll give you a really quick tour of where everything is and what everything is, and then I'll tell you how to get the download for this world. So back soon. Okay, hello everyone, I'm back. You can see that my battery box is now charging itself. This is all straightforward as it was previously. What I've done is I've now added that extra doorway in there. I've added some signs to basically let people know what these rooms are. Didn't notice that before. Much better. So we come down here. Added this so that I can get down to where I've been mining things. You can see that all these rooms here are labelled. This is all exactly the same, except now I've basically torted everything. Something that I am very sure about, although I'm not 100% sure why, is that when you quit and come back in, there is currently something that goes on with equivalent exchange that it can sometimes forget how much EMC is stored in your transmutation table. I don't know what causes that to happen, but it's I guess it's a known glitch with equivalent exchange at the moment, that it doesn't always happen but sometimes it does. So your best bet is, I guess, before you quit each session, pick some items and then just make sure there's no EMC stored in there. So I'm going to create one more thing before I finish this level and pass it on for everyone to have a look at, and that is it is called a, I need to start with an alchemist chest. It's not actually an alchemist chest that I'm making, so I need a diamond, a chest, some stone and some covalence dust. I think I need 2 iron ingots as well. Now something that is an excellent feature of this mod that I didn't know about until very recently is if I come over here and press R, you can see it brings up the recipe. Now if I click the question mark, it actually overlays that recipe on the crafting table so that you can just fill in the blanks. Fortunately I don't have most of the stuff that I need, so even though I know what the recipe is, I still can't make it. So I need a diamond and some covalence dust. I'm sure you noticed I didn't actually pick up a diamond. What I did do though was I got 4 gold and a philosopher's stone, which is again one of the recipes that still works. There we go. And now into the crafting table. Put that recipe up there, so I need green, blue, dark blue, stone, stone, iron, iron, a chest, and a diamond. And you might say, didn't you already have one of those before you made the alchemy bag? What on earth would you want to make another one for? And the answer is for a oh, there we go, an energy condenser. So to make that you need an alchemical chest, 4 diamonds, and 4 obsidian. So I will now just trot over here. I need 4 obsidian, 4, Going to use up half my gold, which is unfortunate because you'll need lots of gold for the next phase of my plan, because the next phase of my plan is Thaumcraft. But at least I will have this thing that while I'm out exploring will work. So the way an energy condenser works is, you can see there it currently has 0. So if I was to take this out, what it should do is, sorry, I need to give it a target. So there's the target box. If I put a piece of stone in there, you can see that it's now sucking the energy out of this to basically duplicate whatever item I put into it. So yeah, it's a duplicator. That's pretty much all it is. If I whack a piece of gold in there, it will just continue to draw energy out of this, and it will continue to duplicate my gold. I'm going to put that Mobius fuel back in because I definitely want to get at least one of those to the next stage. You can see though, unfortunately, while I'm doing that, it stops duplicating. So I guess that's a little bit of a downside to it, but it is cool because now once I find one ender pearl, I can throw it in here and over a period of time create more ender pearls so that I can keep everything going with my Thaumcraft mod. So that's, like I said, that's really the next step that I want to get to, and I'm still a little way off that, but being a little way off is just fine. I've still got a few things I need anyway, so I'm just going to really quickly dump all these blocks back. Pumpkins, you can go in there because you're not food. Tools, I think you count as an other. Bucket, you count as a tool. Actually, is there anything in my alchemy bag? Better check that out before I go and close it. Yep, there's a few things in there. So tool, tool, tool. I'll call you a tool as well. So I've dumped my inventory into all of those, I guess, areas, and that was pretty much so that when you guys download the world, you can continue on exactly from where I'm up to. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you found it ever so slightly informative in terms of what you can do with the Redpower, bluetricity and things like that. So again, thank you very much for watching. Please download the world. The link will be attached in the description below. It's going to be another media file link, so hopefully that works for everybody. Thank you very much for watching. Astocky out.